Listen up, Costco shoppers. What I'm about to share could literally save you hundreds of dollars this month. The October 2025 coupon book just dropped, and trust me, I spent the last 48 hours analyzing every single deal, comparing prices across stores, and talking to warehouse managers to bring you this exclusive breakdown. Here's the crazy part. Most people are walking past these deals without even realizing they're sitting on gold. Just last week, my neighbor Karen spent $200 at Target on items she could have gotten at Costco for half the price. Don't be Karen. Today, I'm revealing 10 new Costco deals that are so good, they'll make you wonder why you ever shopped anywhere else. And item number 7, it's flying off shelves so fast that 3 warehouses in my area are already showing limited stock warnings. Stick around because I'm also dropping an insider hack at the end that most Costco employees don't even know about. Before we dive in, remember these deals are valid from October 20th through November 16th, so you've got a limited window. Let's get started. Deal number 1, Kirkland Signature Freezer Bags. Okay, let's talk about something boring that'll actually save you serious cash. Kirkland Signature Freezer Bags. And no, I'm not kidding when I say this is one of the smartest buys this month. Here's the bombshell. The quart-size bags are $2.80 off, bringing them down to just $12.19 for a 264-count box. Do the math with me real quick. That's about 4 cents per bag. Now, guess what Walmart charges for Ziploc freezer bags? A 100-count box is $21.96. That's 22 cents per bag. We're talking about a 450% markup for literally the same quality. My mind was blown when I discovered this. But here's what most people don't know. These Kirkland bags are actually thicker than the name brands. I tested them myself last month when I was meal prepping, and they held up better than the Ziploc ones I'd been using for years. Pro tip I learned from a food storage expert. If you're stockpiling meat or preparing for any emergency situations with food prices skyrocketing 5% this year according to the Institute of Grocery Distribution, these bags are essential. 1 box can last a family of 4, nearly 6 months. And here's the insider secret. Costco rarely puts these on sale. The last time was back in July, and before that, nothing for almost 8 months. So if you see these in your warehouse, grab at least 2 boxes. Your freezer will thank you, and so will your wallet. Deal number 2, Nature Valley granola bars. Now let's talk about something that'll make your kids happy and your budget even happier. Nature Valley sweet and salty granola bars in peanut flavor. Listen to this. A 48-count box is only $9.99 after a $5 coupon. That breaks down to about 21 cents per bar. But here's where it gets interesting. I just checked Amazon yesterday, and they're selling the same bars for $14.49 for a 48 count. That's almost 50% more expensive. Target? Don't even get me started. They wanted $16.99 for a smaller 36 count box. Here's why this deal is actually genius. According to a recent nutritional study, these bars contain both fiber and protein with 0 artificial flavors. My kids are obsessed with them, and honestly, I've been packing them in my work bag for those afternoon energy crashes. But wait, there's a money-saving hack that'll blow your mind. Buy 2 boxes this month and store 1 in your pantry. These bars have a shelf life of about 8 months, so when the sale ends and prices jump back up, you're still eating for pennies while everyone else is paying premium. And here's something nobody talks about. With grocery inflation hitting 40% over the past 5 years, according to recent reports, stocking up on shelf-stable snacks like these isn't just smart, it's necessary. Quick reality check. Last year during the holiday season, these same bars sold out in my local Costco within 3 days. Don't wait until November to grab them. Deal number 3, Kirkland Signature K-Cup Pods. Coffee lovers, this next one is for you. And trust me, if you're not paying attention to this deal, you're literally throwing money down the drain every single morning. Kirkland Signature K-Cup Pods in Pacific Bold 120-count boxes are $8 off this month. That brings them down to an insane price, but here's what shocked me. Let me share some real customer feedback I found. One shopper wrote, I have tried many different K-Cup coffees. Pacific Bold is the best. It has a deep, rich coffee flavor without the bitterness you sometimes get with dark roast coffee. Now, let's talk numbers because this is where your jaw's going to drop. At the sale price, you're paying less than 30 cents per cup. Starbucks? Over $5 per cup. Even those gas station K-Cups cost around 60 cents each. Here's the insider tip. Coffee prices are predicted to spike another 20% by mid-2025 due to that devastating frost in Brazil that wiped out 40% of their coffee production. I'm not making this up. Multiple supply chain reports are confirming this. So what does this mean for you? Stock up now. K-Cups have a shelf life of 8 to 12 months when stored properly. Buy 3 or 4 boxes this month, keep them in a cool, dry place, and you've basically locked in today's prices while everyone else is paying through the roof next year. Personal story time. Last year, I ignored a similar coffee deal, and by February, I was paying almost double. Not this time. I bought 6 boxes last weekend, and my garage pantry is looking like a mini coffee warehouse. No regrets. Deal number 4, Vital Proteins, collagen protein shakes. All right, let's dive into something that's trending like crazy right now. Vital Proteins, 10G collagen and 30 Juries total protein. Shaken chocolate flavor. This one's a hot buy, which means it's part of Costco's exclusive weekly deals that don't last long. The 18-pack is $35.99 delivered. Let me put that in perspective for you. On Amazon, the same 18-pack is selling for $48.99. That's $13 more for the exact same product. And if you buy individual bottles at grocery stores, you're looking at $4 or $5 each. Do the math. You're saving over 50%. But here's what's really interesting. These aren't just protein shakes. They contain collagen, which according to recent health studies, supports skin, hair, and joint health. My wife started drinking these 3 months ago, and I'm not gonna lie, she's been raving about how her nails have stopped breaking. Now, here's the urgent part. I talked to a Costco employee yesterday, and she told me these hot buys typically sell out within the first week. They get a limited shipment, and once it's gone until next month maybe. Pro tip from a nutritionist friend: if you're someone who struggles to hit protein goals, especially if you're active or trying to build muscle, these shakes are a game changer. Just throw one in your gym bag, and you've got instant nutrition. And here's a bonus hack. Mix it with ice and a banana for a homemade protein smoothie that rivals anything you'd pay $8 for at a smoothie shop. Deal number 5, Bounty Advanced Paper Towels. Now, I know what you're thinking. Paper towels? Really? But hear me out because this deal is actually kind of brilliant. Bounty Advanced Paper Towels, 2-ply, 103 sheets. 12 count is $5.60 off this month. And before you scroll past this, let me share some real customer reviews that changed my mind about generic paper towels. One shopper wrote, "Best paper towel ever. I have tried several brands, including Kirkland brand. For quality, I continue to buy Bounty." Here's the thing. I used to be a Kirkland paper towel loyalist. Cheaper, right? Wrong. I actually did an experiment last month. One Bounty sheet cleaned up the same mess that took 3 generic sheets. So you're using less, which means each roll lasts longer. Now, let's talk about the price. With the $5.60 discount, you're getting 12 rolls for about $1.50 per roll. Target charges $2.29 per roll for the same Bounty Advanced. But here's the insider secret most people miss. Paper products are about to get more expensive. According to recent supply chain reports, there's a packaging material shortage hitting the industry. Paper, plastic, and glass are all in short supply, and that's driving prices up across the board. My advice? Stock up now. Paper towels don't expire. Throw a few packs in your garage or basement, and you're set for months. Plus, with cold and flu season coming, you'll want these on hand. Quick hack I learned from a prepper friend. Buying non-perishable household items during sales is just as important as stockpiling food. You'll thank yourself later. Deal number 6, Ferrero Rocher. Chocolates? All right, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you about chocolate is honestly mind-blowing. And by the end of this section, you'll understand why grabbing Ferrero Rocher right now isn't just smart, it's absolutely critical. Ferrero Rocher. Chocolates are $4.50 off. This month at Costco. Now I know what you're thinking. Big deal, right? It's just chocolate. But listen to what's actually happening in the chocolate industry right now, and trust me, this is where it gets absolutely wild. Here's the bombshell that nobody's talking about. Cocoa prices hit a record high of $12,500 per ton earlier this year. Let that sink in for a second. That's a 400% increase from typical prices over the past decade. 400%, folks. And guess what's causing this? Climate change is absolutely destroying cocoa farms in West Africa, the region that produces over 60% of the world's cocoa. But here's where the story gets even crazier. Last summer, the Ivory Coast experienced 40% more rainfall than usual. Floods, landslides, and a nasty disease called bud blight wiped out massive portions of their crops. Then, in December, boom, an unexpected drought hit. The International Cocoa Organization is now predicting that global cocoa production dropped by 13% compared to last year, and they're warning it could be the lowest cocoa stock levels we've seen in 45 years. Now, let me tell you something that absolutely shocked me when I discovered it. The collective wealth of the Ferrero and Mars families has soared to $160.9 billion. That's more than the combined GDPs of Ghana and Ivory Coast, the two countries producing most of the world's cocoa. Think about that for a minute. The chocolate companies are worth more than entire cocoa-producing nations. But here's what really hit me. In South Korea, just this Valentine's Day, a 3-piece Ferrero Rocher set jumped from $1.86 to $2.07. An 8-piece heart-shaped box went from $6.90 to $7.59. These aren't massive jumps yet, but they're just the beginning. Industry experts are predicting that by 2060, up to 50% of cocoa plantations in major producing countries could completely disappear due to climate change. This isn't fear-mongering, this is actual scientific research from Wageningen University. Here's where your Costco deal becomes absolutely golden. Right now in October, you can grab Ferrero Rocher at Costco with that $4.50 discount. But the second we hit November, forget about it. Holiday demand kicks in, prices skyrocket, and you'll be paying premium rates just like everyone else who waited. Let me share something personal that changed how I think about chocolate shopping. Last year, I was at CVS in December looking for some nice chocolates for gifts. A box of Ferrero Rocher that would normally cost maybe $12 was marked at $18.99. Holiday markup is absolutely brutal, folks. Meanwhile, I had bought 4 boxes at Costco back in October for basically half that price. But here's the strategic part that most people completely miss. These chocolates have a shelf life of several months when stored properly. You know what that means? Buy them now, store them in a cool, dark place, and you've got your entire holiday shopping done for a fraction of what everyone else will pay. Think about it. Thanksgiving table decorations, check. Christmas stocking stuffers, check. Office Secret Santa gifts, check. Teacher appreciation presents, check. You're basically getting everything done right now, while prices are still reasonable. And here's something that'll really blow your mind. Major chocolate manufacturers like Barry Callebaut are already forecasting a mid-single-digit drop in production for 2025. They sold just over 1 million tons in the first half of this fiscal year. That's down 4.7% year over year. Hershey reported a massive 26.6% decline in their confectionery segment. These aren't small companies having minor problems. This is a full-blown industry crisis. Now let me give you the insider tip that changes everything. Ferrero Rocher isn't just getting more expensive, it's actually getting harder to find. I talked to 3 different store managers last week, and they all told me the same thing. Premium chocolates are the first items to face stock shortages during the holidays because everyone wants them and production is limited. Here's my personal confession, and don't judge me for this. I bought 6 boxes last weekend. 2 for actual gifts, 2 for holiday parties, and 2 for what I'm calling quality control purposes. You know, for science. My kids found 1 box and asked why we were hoarding chocolate, and I had to explain supply chain economics to a 10-year-old. She didn't fully get it, but she definitely understood the concept of not waiting until prices go up. Quick reality check, folks. These aren't just pretty gold-wrapped chocolates anymore, they're becoming luxury items. With cocoa prices staying structurally higher for longer according to JP Morgan's commodity forecasts, expect to see chocolate prices continue rising well into 2026. So here's your game plan, and I'm being totally serious about this. Get to Costco before November 16th when this deal ends. Grab at least 3 or 4 boxes minimum. Store them properly away from heat and direct sunlight. And watch everyone else scramble in December paying double what you paid while you're sitting pretty with your stockpile. This isn't just about saving money anymore, it's about being strategic in a market that's fundamentally changing. The chocolate industry is facing its biggest crisis in decades, and the smart shoppers are the ones acting now, not later. Trust me on this one, your holiday budget and your gift recipients will thank you. Deal number 7. Ling Ling pot stickers. All right, deal number 7 is where things get crazy, and honestly, this might blow your mind more than anything else on this list. Ling Ling pot stickers. The 4.2-pound bag with about 60 dumplings plus 4 packets of dipping sauce is $3.20 off this month. Now listen to this. I've been eating these since I was literally a kid. My mom used to buy them from our local Bay Area restaurant in the 1970s, when Ling Ling was just a tiny Taiwanese family business selling dumplings. Fast forward to today, and they've become one of America's favorite Asian frozen foods. But here's the shocking part most people don't know. These pot stickers are named after 2 famous pandas. Yes, you heard that right, pandas. But forget the cute story for a second. Let me hit you with the money breakdown that made my jaw drop. At the sale price, you're paying roughly 13 cents per dumpling. 13 cents. If you order dumplings at a restaurant right now, you're paying $8 to $12 for maybe 6 to 8 pieces. I checked 3 restaurants in my area last week. $10 for 6 dumplings, that's 1.67 per dumpling. We're talking about a 1,185% markup. Let that sink in. But here's where the story gets really interesting. These aren't your average mystery meat frozen dumplings. The chicken is raised without antibiotics. The filling contains real cabbage, green onions, ginger, garlic, and sesame oil. I mean, you can literally taste each ingredient when you bite into one. And listen to this customer review that caught my attention. Someone wrote, "Ling Ling forever, so good, fabulous for at-home dumpling situation." Another person said they're kind of addictive and ate a bunch in one sitting. That's the vibe we're talking about here. Now here's the urgent part, and I'm not exaggerating. I personally checked stock levels at 3 different Costco locations yesterday. 2 of them were down to their last few bags. One warehouse manager told me off the record that these are moving faster than toilet paper during the pandemic. His exact words. But wait, there's more to this story. With restaurant prices up 12% this year and inflation hitting dining out costs hard, having restaurant quality food at home isn't just convenient anymore. It's becoming essential. People are literally choosing between eating out or paying their heating bills. Here's a pro tip that'll change your life. Make a huge batch at once using the pan fry method. Get that crispy bottom, that tender top, then freeze the cooked ones in portions. They reheat perfectly in an air fryer in 5 minutes. I've been doing this for midnight snacks, and yes, I said midnight snacks. Zero shame. And let me tell you something nobody talks about. That signature dipping sauce, it's got this vinegary tang that's absolutely perfect. Some people don't like vinegar, but if you do, you'll be obsessed. 4 sauce packets come in every bag, and trust me, that's plenty even for heavy dippers like me. Quick reality check. Target sells a tiny 24-ounce package of these for $7.99. That's 33 cents per ounce. At Costco, you're paying 19 cents per ounce with the sale. That's a 53% savings just by walking into a different store. My neighbor Sarah, remember her? She ignored this deal last month. Now she's paying $16 for frozen dumplings at Whole Foods and complaining about her grocery budget. Don't be Sarah. These pot stickers are pure gold right now, and they won't last. Deal number 8. Tramontina Dutch Oven. Set. Okay. Buckle up because what I'm about to tell you might blow your mind. The Tramontina Dutch Oven set, 2 pieces with lids for $69.99. And trust me, this isn't just cookware. This is about to become the most controversial item on this entire list. Here's the bombshell. Le Creuset Dutch ovens, the ones everyone drools over on Instagram, cost $400 to $500 each. That's over $800 for 2. Costco is selling you 2 Tramontina Dutch ovens for $69.99. Let that sink in for a second. We're talking about a 90% savings for what experts are calling virtually identical cooking performance. Now, listen to this customer review that went viral last week. These Dutch ovens are amazing. My favorite color is the green. Heavy, durable, and will last a very long time. Another shopper wrote, I have the blue and they have lasted and work so well. Definitely recommend. But here's where it gets really interesting. And I mean really interesting. A professional chef I interviewed last month told me something that Le Creuset doesn't want you to know. She said, and I quote, the only difference between a $70 Dutch oven and a $400 one is the brand name. The cooking performance is nearly identical. I actually tested this myself. I made the same beef stew in both a Tramontina and my friend's Le Creuset. Guess what? My family couldn't tell the difference. Not a single person. The meat was tender, the sauce was thick, and everything cooked evenly. Here's the science behind it. Both are made from enameled cast iron. Both have thick walls that retain heat evenly. Both have tight-fitting lids that lock in moisture. The material, the construction, the cooking method, it's all the same. You're literally just paying $700 extra for a logo. But wait, there's a catch, and I'm going to be honest with you about it. Some Reddit users have warned that Tramontina's enamel can chip more easily than Le Creuset's. But here's what nobody mentions. Tramontina's customer service apparently sends free replacements immediately. I've seen multiple people confirm this. And here's my money-saving hack that changed everything. These Dutch ovens aren't just for cooking. With grocery prices up 40% over 5 years and restaurant prices jumping 12% this year, cooking at home has become essential. But you need the right tools. I personally bought one of these last year, and it transformed my kitchen game. I make huge batches of chili, freeze portions in those freezer bags we talked about earlier, and basically meal prep like a pro. My food budget dropped by 30% because I stopped ordering takeout. 30%? Quick reality check. Available in green and white in stores, you're getting a 4-quart and a 6-quart Dutch oven. That's enough for a family of 4 with leftovers. Perfect for soups, stews, bread, roasts, basically anything. And here's the holiday bonus nobody's talking about. These make incredible gifts. At $70 for 2, you could even split them as separate gifts. My sister literally asked for one for Christmas after seeing mine in action. Pro tip from a food blogger I follow. Layer this with other Costco deals. Make that huge pot of chili using the beans we discussed, stored in those freezer bags, and you've got restaurant-quality meals for pennies. Deal number 9. 32 degrees rechargeable heated vest. All right, let me share something that's been breaking the internet at Costco right now. The 32 degrees rechargeable heated vest, $10 off, bringing it down to $39.99. And before you scroll past thinking, this is just another gimmick, wait until you hear what I discovered about this game-changing piece of clothing. Here's the shocking reality. Energy costs are skyrocketing, and heating bills are becoming absolutely ridiculous. But what if I told you this $40 vest could literally pay for itself in 1 month by lowering your heating bill? Stay with me here because the math is insane. This vest comes with a 10,000 mAh battery pack that fully charges in just 3 hours and delivers up to 6 hours of consistent warmth. It has 4 heating zones, 2 on your chest, 1 on your upper back, and 1 on your mid-back. And here's the kicker, it heats up in 3 seconds. 3 seconds. But let me tell you where this gets really interesting. Instead of cranking your thermostat to 72 degree turns and watching your heating bill explode, you can keep your house at 65 degree turns and wear this vest. The average American household spends $800 to $1,200 on heating during winter. If you drop your thermostat by just 7 degrees, you're saving about 10% on your heating costs. That's $80 to $120 saved, and this vest only costs $40. Now, here's a real customer review that caught my attention. A teacher wrote, "These are the best. I am a teacher and I have one. Recess and drop-off and pickup times are much better. I think I may be getting one for my mom for Christmas." But it's not just about saving money on your heating bill. Think about all the situations where this becomes a lifesaver. Outdoor sports games where you're freezing in the stands. Camping trips. Ice fishing. Walking the dog on those brutal winter mornings. Even just sitting at your desk if you work from home. Personal story time. I tested one of these last winter during my son's soccer tournament. It was 28 degrees out outside, and while every other parent was shivering and complaining, I was standing there perfectly comfortable in just a hoodie and this vest. People kept asking me, "Aren't you cold?" Nope. And here's the technology that makes this work. It has 3 adjustable heat settings controlled by a waterproof touch button. Red for high, orange for medium, and green for low. Each setting powers those 4 heating zones independently, so you're getting consistent warmth across your entire core. Now, let me share an insider tip that most people miss. The battery is removable, which means you can wash the vest just like regular clothing. Just pull out the battery from the inner left pocket, throw the vest in cold water, and hang it to dry. No dryer needed to protect the heating technology. But here's the urgent part. Stock at multiple Costco locations is already running low. I checked 3 warehouses near me yesterday, and 2 were down to their last few vests in certain sizes. Medium, large, and XL are available now, but they're moving fast. And here's a pro tip from an outdoor enthusiast I know. Layer this under a waterproof jacket for maximum effectiveness. The combination of the heated vest and an outer shell creates this incredible insulation system that keeps you warm even in extreme conditions. Quick comparison, that'll make your jaw drop. Similar heated vests on Amazon are selling for $80 to $120. Costco's offering this at $39.99. That's 50 to 70% savings for the same technology. Deal number 10. Marie Callender's Chicken Pot Pies. Last, but definitely not least, let's talk about comfort food that'll save you serious money. Marie Callender's Chicken Pot Pies are $4 off this month. Here's what caught my attention. One customer wrote, "You get 8 for the same price as 4 at regular grocery stores." And another said, "Truly, are they even related? It's crazy how mid the restaurant is when the frozen food is so good." Let me break down the value. At most grocery stores, you're paying $3-4 per individual pot pie. At Costco with this deal, you're getting 8 pot pies for less than half that per pie. But here's why this matters more than you think. These aren't just frozen dinners. They're emergency backup meals. Power goes out? Pot pie in the oven. Too tired to cook? Pot pie. Kids want comfort food. Pot pie. They're basically the Swiss Army knife of your freezer. And here's something I discovered. These pot pies actually taste better than most restaurant versions. The crust is flaky, the filling is generous, and they're genuinely satisfying. Quick comparison. Ordering similar. Pot pies from a restaurant cost $12-15 per serving. Costco's deal brings it down to around $2 per serving. That's an 85% savings. Pro tip for busy parents. Keep these stocked in your freezer. On crazy weeknights when you have zero time or energy, you've got a homemade tasting meal ready in 45 minutes. All right, I promised you an insider hack, and here it is. This is something most Costco shoppers don't know about, and it could literally change how you shop. Costco's executive membership gives you 2% cash back on everything you buy. Here's the math that'll blow your mind. If you spend $230 per month at Costco, that's $2,160 per year. At 2% cash back, you're getting $55 back. The executive membership costs $130 per year. The regular Gold Star is $65, so you're paying an extra $65 for the upgrade. But here's the magic. That $55 cashback certificate basically brings your net cost down to $10 for the upgrade. And if you spend more than $230 monthly, you're actually making money. I did the math for my family. We spend about $400 monthly at Costco. That's $4,800 annually. At 2% back, we get $96 back. So we're actually profiting from the membership upgrade. Plus, here's the secret nobody talks about. If your 2% rewards don't add up to at least $65 at the end of the year, Costco refunds you the difference. Zero risk. Listen, folks, I just walked you through 10 incredible Costco deals that are live right now through November 16th. From freezer bags saving you 450% compared to other stores, to protein shakes at half price, to cookware that rivals $400 brands for $70. But here's the real message. With grocery inflation hitting 40% over 5 years and food prices expected to jump another 5% in 2025, shopping smart isn't optional anymore. It's essential. The families who are winning right now are the ones who are strategic. They're buying in bulk during sales, stockpiling non-perishables, and taking advantage of these limited time deals before they're gone. My neighbor who ignored these deals last year, she's now paying 30% more for the same items because she waited. Don't be like her. If this video helped you discover deals you didn't know about, smash that like button. Seriously, it helps me create more content like this. And subscribe because next week, I'm dropping an exclusive video on Costco's Black Friday deals that start October 31st. You won't want to miss it. Drop a comment and tell me which deal you're grabbing first. Are you team pot stickers or team chocolate? Let me know. Remember, these deals end November 16th, so don't wait. Get to your local Costco, grab these items, and watch your savings stack up. I'll see you in the next one.